All right, so today we are going to be going into how to work the Oticon On app that streams directly with your Oticon Open hearing aids. So you'll tap it to come on. Once you have gone through the initial pairing of the hearing aids to the app will look like this. You have 3 tabs down at the bottom: home, remote control, and hearing aid. We are going to actually start with the home screen. The home screen, if you tap remote control, takes you directly to the second screen to allow you to use the app as the remote control for the hearing aids. But we're going to get to that tab in a minute. Going back to home, we have hearing aid. If you tap it, it lets us know the charge of the left and the right hearing aids. If you tap on either the left or the right, it will give you the serial number, the firmware, all the information for your aid. Find My Hearing Aids it will bring you to your hearing aids within, I believe, about 10 feet if you misplace them, as long as there is a charge. Go back. Troubleshooting allows you to show, if you can't connect to the hearing aids, here are the 4 tips you can follow. We're going to go back again, and we're going to click Home. Hearing Fitness. This allows you to put your hearing aid data in real terms. So something that you can see on a day-to-day basis that, you spent 40% of your time in a noisier environment. If you decide to turn that on with Get Started here, then it will show you where you are spending your hearing time. So is it in noise? Is it in quiet? Is it in a really crowded area? Stuff like that. Going back, Internet of Things. This shows you how your hearing aids can work in conjunction with other smart, capable devices, like setting your alarm, checking your text messages and having the text messages read to you in your hearing aids, turning on lights, knowing when your doorbell goes off. This all can be interconnected through another particular app that allows you to utilize all the features of a smart home and your smartphone. Going back, Hearing Guide. This is just how to utilize your hearing aids on a day-to-day basis. Settings. This shows you what you can control. So if you would like to hear when your hearing aid's battery is getting low, you can turn that on. You also have to make sure this little notification will pop up that if you want your app to be able to notify you, you will have to go to your settings and turn that on. But I'm going to cancel that for right now. And this will go again into about this app, how to use the app, and a tinnitus overview. Tinnitus is something that we can always add, or the tinnitus program is something that can always be added to your hearing aids. So you can manage the stress and the effects of your tinnitus on your day-to-day life with this app. You can click back and back again. And then leave demo mode. I'm going to stay in demo mode because I don't have hearing aids, but I am going to show you how to continue to use the app. So that wraps up on the home screen down here at the left. Remote control, if you tap that, allows you to use this app as the remote control for your hearing aids, just like when you are changing the TV station or turning the volume up and down. This allows you to do that. So we're going to start at the top here. You'll notice we have a P1 that says General. This is just a general everyday setting that we're in. If you were to tap the next little icon, this tinnitus sound is not active in everybody's hearing aids, but again, it can be added. The next little one is for the TV. So if you have the TV streaming accessory that goes with the hearing aids, you can turn the streaming audio up by turning the little slider towards the top, or you can turn it down. You can also tap environment, and this would turn your environment down. So if you're sitting in the living room listening to your TV, you don't want to hear what's going on in the kitchen or other people talking in the environment that you're in. You can turn them down and turn up the streaming so the volume of that TV is louder in those hearing aids. The next one, if you tap at the top, it says remote mic. This allows you to turn the volume. If you have that accessory that goes with that hearing aid, it allows you to turn the volume of that microphone up and your environment down, so you don't have to hear things in your environment around you as much as you would want to hear the person or people talking near you with the remote microphone. Now, if we slide back up on the top and we hit P1, this program is generally for quiet environments. A lot of people, they are going in and out of coffee shops, meetings, restaurants, noisier environments where there's background noise present, and you don't always want to hear that. So sometimes we need to add a P2 or a program number 2 for noise or background noise to help reduce that background noise. So when you are in a noisier environment, you don't have to hear that background noise as much. If we were to add that to your settings, then you would see it right after that P1. It would say P2. Now you'll notice on P1 that you can also turn the volume down and up. This little microphone at the bottom of the slider, if you tap that, you'll notice the screen goes gray. That means that you have muted the hearing aids. So you're going to get picture but no sound. Tap that little microphone now with the X to unmute those hearing aids, and you are back in live mode where you're hearing things through those hearing aids again. This little slider on the left side that has 2 little bars and circles, you tap that. This allows you to adjust the left hearing aid volume individually of the right hearing aid. Most people, they like to adjust the hearing aids as one, but there are some instances in which you may want to adjust the hearing aids individually of one another. For example, if you are in the car and you are the driver, you want to maybe turn the road noise down a little bit on the left side, but keeping your spouse at a comfortable level, turning them up on the right, or vice versa. But you won't tell your spouses that that's an option. Lastly, you can also mute them individually as well. Okay. We're going to go back to one slider and we're going to bring it up to a level 0 or our baseline. You'll notice that there is an open sound booster. Click that little eye. Sound booster is if you are having difficulty understanding some speech. So if there is some noise that's interfering with what you're able to understand, or if voices just aren't as crisp or as clear as you would like them to be, you can click OK. You can turn that on, and that's going to make speech more distinct, more pronounced, and more crisp and clear. And that is all on this remote control tab. The next tab we're going to go to is hearing aid down at the bottom right. This shows are the right and the left hearing aids connected to the app and the battery life of those aids. If you click the left or the right, it's going to show you that firmware or serial number, the Find My hearing aids, and the troubleshooting. So you can get to this screen by either clicking hearing aid down at the bottom right, or by being on the home page and clicking hearing aid here. So you have 2 shortcuts based off this home screen, the remote control and the hearing aid, which takes you to that remote control tab in the middle down at the bottom, or the tab hearing aid on the right at the bottom. Please let us know if you have any other questions.